And we're live. How's it going? This is not a drill. This is not a drill. This is an actual stream. Really are streaming. Not just, not just accidentally hitting the button this time for a change. Just got home from work. Long day, a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but oh well, it happens. Got a hamburger and a milkshake, and I'm ready to go. Ready for a good night's hacking and slashing. Let me open up my stream chat so I can see who's popping on. Hopefully already a few. Live now. That's just me. Got home from work. Long day, a lot longer. There we go. But oh well, it happens. We got some people here. How's it going, fellas? Give me this second to just pop out my chat. Pop out chat. There we go. Thanks, Ominous. Oh, Rob's first. Nice job, Rob. Way to go. Hey, I loved your LED dimmer video today. Good work. Obviously, that was on my mind, right? From my little Instagram thing. I've had people asking me how to dim for a long time. So, and you put some great insight in there. So I appreciate that. That was really well done. Thank you. Going bad, but getting better. Oh, sorry, Joe. Hope it gets better. Panama, how's it going? Jeff, yeah, no way, man. For real, for real. Let's see, New Zealand. I know this is Germany. Man, you guys are up late. You guys are up late. Brazil. I was hoping to get on a few hours ago, but too many car crashes today. Too many car crashes. Too many people broke themselves and needed fixing. So, yeah, Tim, I agree, man. That LED dimmer that Rob did is really cool. And I just kind of, I think I read I can't remember where I saw it even. I saw some post somewhere about using a PWM and a MOSFET for dimming. And I was like, I'm going to try that. I think I got one of those around. So I found, sure enough, I had a little MOSFET, tried it out, and it worked. It worked pretty well. I was pretty surprised. But my Sonoff got super hot. And I don't know if maybe it was because it was trying to process a bunch of stuff. Like you were saying, the 32 is better because it has some sort of dedicated processing power for PWM, and the 8266 does not. But boy, it got hot, man. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? Rock on. Hey, Tyson's here too. How's it going? Jose, all the friends, man, all the friends. How's it going, guys? Am I an MD, Joe? I am. Yeah, I really am. I'm an anesthesiologist. That's the doctor of Z's. I'm a sleepy doctor. That's right. Tyson's got it. So the place I work is the place that gets all the big bad stuff. So when people crash or they're just, they're in a bad way and they need some help, they come to us. So, and my sister's in town, and so I was trying to get some time to be home. But, anyways, how's it going, Travis? Before they discontinue, I ordered 4 Sonoff BNSZ. Oh, I don't know about these, Tim. I don't know about these lights. Show us. Can you post a picture or something? And I've got my Discord open, so if you wanted to message me something and you can't post a link, post it on Discord. Just message me on Discord, and then we can do that way. We're 1 member away from 400 on the Facebook group. All right, anybody here that's not already on the Facebook group? Do we need a link? That seems to be like the norm. I should keep these links handy so I can post them. They're dimmable with Tasmota. Oh, that's right. Wait, you were telling me about that, right? Would you tell me about your setup? I forget now. Too many good ideas floating around in there. I forget where they all come from sometimes. Hello from the Midwest. Thanks for the videos. Keep up the good work. I will do my best. So right now, I can tell you what I'm working on. Today I was working on Sweet Home 3D tutorial. So if you guys have seen some of those really cool looking floor plans that some people have for their HA floor plans, and now we're going to be able to do it with Lovelace. So one way, there's many, but one way to draw those really cool floor plans with lights and everything is in Sweet Home 3D. It's a free floor plan drawing software, and so I just did I already filmed it, but I didn't film it with talking. So I'm gonna have to sit down and do the talking part. So, but I'm hoping to get it done. Gosh, I wish I could get it done by Friday, but if not, maybe by Monday. And then that goes right along with Lovelace. And I've been running Lovelace, and it's working great, and it got a lot of cool stuff working. But then I wanted to do that one first. But I was talking to some of the guys in Discord that are building it, or the developers for Lovelace, and they were saying, hold on, because that picture entity might change, which is the really cool part, that where you can put your entities on top of your floor plan or whatever. So that may change. So when that, I'm hoping to delay at least at least spending a lot of time explaining something that's going to change. Oh, which reminds me. You guys got to keep me on task here. I get to talking and then I forget. Here's the Facebook link. There we go. Somebody can be our 400th member. That'd be awesome. So I wanted to, and I thought before a bunch of people jumped in, I would kind of go through. Yeah, there we go. We got to 400. All right. Tyson said we should do a Facebook page, and I was like, "You think so, really?" And he said, "Yeah." Boy, sure enough, it's been great. Got a lot of people in there, and a lot of people sharing fun projects and commiserating when things don't work right, and helping each other out. So it's been great. It's been awesome. Tried Lovelace today. Didn't work. Needs troubleshoot. Even better, your tutorials. It takes a little trial and error, Tim, no doubt, but we'll get it. We'll get it. So I was gonna say, if you probably, most of you guys that are here right now have probably watched. Oh, thanks, Ed. That's awesome. You buy me a soda. Appreciate it. Most of you guys have seen this Alexa video that I just did because it was like 2 days ago. Well, it's already outdated. Darn it. But it's outdated in a good way. It's what happened was it had something to do with he had written it in oh, help me out here, Rob. He had written it in like Java or Node or something, and now he wanted to do it in Python, and I don't know. I'm not a programmer, so I don't know all the details. But essentially, Keaton, who is developing it, changed the language that he was using to write it, and that made it so that he didn't need to use the add-on. That's kind of how I understand it. So the part in the video where it says you have to go in and do the add-on, that's different. You don't have to do that anymore. And then as long as you go to his repository and get that alexa.py file, he's made changes in that file that make it work without the add-on, something like that. So anyways, it works. It's going to be better. So you bet, Jose, you bet. I'm happy to. Hi from the south. It's 95 degrees here in Utah. It's not supposed to be 95 degrees. It's craziness. So anyways, I'm trying to avoid the same problem with Lovelace. So I'm gonna probably not. I still will get a Lovelace video done in the next week. Those are the order of the videos right now. Is next one is Sweet Home 3D, and that's just kind of a generic. This is how you can do your own floor plan, and how you render it and make it look kind of cool. And you can do it with lights or not lights and all that. So we'll go over that. And then the next one is going to be Lovelace. And there's a lot of stuff in Lovelace that you can do. The coolest thing, I think, is the entity picture where you can get your floor plan and lay stuff on top of it. Let me show you. Let's start getting some stuff out here. 112. Joe, that is insane, brother. That is crazy. Todos sur de Texas. Saludos. Is that from Mexico? Charlie, are you in Mexico, or you just mean south part of Texas? I lived in on the border there, right along on the Mexico side, in Nuevo Laredo and Reynosa. From Toledo, hey, I lived in Ann Arbor and Michigan. Phil's in Michigan. 69. Golly, man. 10 Celsius. Somebody translate that for me. I wish we did metrics. It would be so much better if we did. Flew to Dallas from Ohio and landed. It was 106. Good grief. We need some relief, man. We had like 1 day of rain and that's it. Yeah, cooler. Yeah, I bet that sounds like a lot cooler. Uruguay is in the southern hemisphere, right? So it's like, isn't it winter? It's winter time for you guys? Help me with my geography if I'm totally off on that. All right, let's see. Let me pull up my, you want to see my Lovelace where I've got what I've got right now? Australia. Hey, it's morning for you guys, right? It's morning. Go Buckeyes. Sorry, Randy. Dang it. I was just getting to like you. One of these days we'll beat you again. I was there was it the last time? No, 2 times ago. I was there for the 100th game, which is one of the last 2 of the last like 13 games that Michigan's won against Ohio State. Oh, kills me. Go blue, Phil. That's right. All right, let's open up a window here and I'll show you my Lovelace. Oh, you can see your chat there popping by a little bit. You guys get to see the chat, and the chat's on the replay, so I won't bug up the screen with the chat right now. Boom, that's cool. I like that. 50. Wow, that's chilly. That's cold. It's like as cold as the OR. OR is cold. All right, shrink myself down a little bit. And I think I got the right monitor here. Let's pull up Lovelace. So how many of you have tried Lovelace? Have we have a lot of them? A lot of you guys that have tried Lovelace, or pretty much nobody. Just get a general feel for how many have given it a shot so far. There we go. We'll do that, and then we're gonna pop this over here. Let's see. We'll scoot it so we can see everything. Maybe shrink the window. Well, anyways, all right. So there's some of it. Let's see what were the responses. Tony Pacos is the best chili dogs. Where is Dale? Grandpa's place. Oh, you guys are talking about where somebody's from or whatever. Okay, cool. Turtle Beach, awesome. Tim tried it today. Dale said he tried it and didn't get it working. Randy's using it. Kevin's working on it. Marcus not yet. Troubleshooting it, getting a blank page. Tried it, not yet. Okay. Chris is on. Hey, Chris. Chris tried it. Bobby tried it, trying it. Bit of learning curve. Lovelace so far. Love Lovelace so far. Me too, Andy. I gotta say, I like the idea. The way that they've separated the, the interface from the actual state's manager. The back end or whatever you want to call it. So it's working good for me. So here's what I've got so far. I've got 4 little tabs here. This is just a few things that I threw in. This is sort of the first little example that they had. I just grabbed some random things. These are some of these dynamic cards, right? So similar to what we have on regular Home Assistant, we've got a view, which is this, if I'm understanding right. Each of these is a view, and then inside your view, you've got cards. So I've got 3 cards on this page. And this one just tells me anybody whose phone is registering as home. Now, Zoe and Dawson, they never really leave the house. They're little. Jackson's home. He's here with me. I'm home. And Janice is at the store. So she's not on this list of who is home. And then this here is of a specific list. It's not of everything, unfortunately, but it's a specific list which switches are on. So you can see if there's any switches that got left on. So that's cool. I like that. Bonsai. Ann Arbor, go blue. Now let's look at some of these. Oh, look at that. Something broke. That is not a surprise. That's part of why I'm delaying a little bit, is because it looks like something must have changed. And I wonder if it's the picture entity. Oh, wouldn't that be crazy if that was what changed? Anyway, so this is we'll figure this out in a minute maybe. So this is one of the things I think is really cool, right? You can get an image, and this whole thing can be a switch essentially. So I click this, and then you could probably tell on the screen my lights went off, and then they go back on. And depending on what you use for this image, it'll change to black and white. This actually happens to be my proxy camera image, and apparently those don't change the same way as another picture does. And then here's just the first iteration of the picture entity. Oh, MCOS, thanks, man. That's really awesome. Appreciate it. Hey, Tony's on too. Tony Lamont. How's it going, man? So along the bottom here, a bunch of different kinds of switches. So these are all the switches in my office. And so I can turn these on and off. Those are my holiday lights that I have in the office. You can turn those lights off. This is my fan. I can lock the door. All those things from there. Here's the fun stuff. Here's the cool stuff, right? Entities not found seems like a problem. Is that right? Is that what the problem you're having, Kevin? I don't know if I've had that problem, but I've used the problem there that I'm having. What does this even say? Image source, no image source configured. Camera image. Maybe I can't imagine I left it blank. Maybe I did and I just forgot because I was halfway through it and it finished. But anyways, check it out. Right. So there's my Sweet Home 3D plan of my first floor of the house. And I did all this, but I didn't put any switches in it yet. But here is the second floor of the house. And this actually has some entities in it. So this is what it looks like. I can turn on the hall light out there, the bathroom. This I think is the best. You see that image? It's an atomic bomb. That's in the boys' bathroom. No surprise there. And then I've got stuff in here in my office. I've got my crown molding lights that go around, the fan, the light, the lock on the door like that. And then you can put sensors as a readout of the temperatures. So that's pretty cool. And you want to see what it looks like, right? You want to see we can talk about what the actual file looks like for a minute, because there it is. How about that? That's convenient. It's almost like I planned it that way. So as you're going through some of these, so mine, I took this theme out. Oh, you know what? This one isn't saved. This isn't the latest one. This is from a couple days ago, and they haven't synced up because I left this open. Anyways, what specific part do you guys want to look at? You guys want to try to give up doing anything to the stairs from the basement to the first floor? I know how to do that, Tim. Are you talking about 3D? You're talking about the Sweet Home 3D? I know how to do that. Oh, but I can't do it on this computer because that's on my Mac. So what you do, Tim, go to your stairs, either right click on the stairs, or I don't know if it was right click. Either right click and then do edit furniture, or I think if you just double click on the stairs, there'll be a bunch of boxes, a bunch of things you can change. One of those boxes is going to say elevation. So take that elevation and just drop it, 8-9 feet. So if you're on the first floor, the elevation probably says 0. So if you put in -8 feet, then it will drop the bottom of those stairs 8 feet down in the third dimension, in the Z, and then they'll be in the right place. Or if they're on the second floor, they probably will say 16 feet. So then you drop it down to, well, no, they won't say 16. They'll probably say 8, and then you drop it down to 0, whatever, something like that. But yeah, that I'm going to include for sure in the Sweet Home 3D, because I just figured out how to do that too. It had me stumped also. Portugal, Cleveland, awesome. Use Visual Studio Code. Just wanted to let you know that if you highlight a word, you can do Command D to highlight the next occurrence of that word. Oh, cool. So if I pick, whoa, like that, I didn't even have to do anything. I just clicked it. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Sweet. Thanks. That's a nice tip. Did I make the mistake of upgrading Node-RED? I have not, but I did. I barely read something about that. Yeah, there's an issue with the newest version of Node-RED. Oh, that reminds me. Another thing I wanted to announce was, and this is not actually very new, unfortunately, but I just learned about it, and I don't have a good way to just get out little bits of information sometimes. So maybe we'll do some of these sort of, I don't know if I want to call them announcements, but whatever, little tidbits of things I find out that I can share in a live stream like this without like making a big formal video and taking a bunch of time. When I did the Node-RED install and we were using the notorious BDG add-on. You don't need to do that anymore. In fact, there's an add-on that's done by Frank, and it's part of the community add-ons, part of the Home Assistant community add-ons. So if you just go to Hass.io and add-on store, the official ones are already there, and it's pretty easy, and you should probably already have the community add-ons. And right there with the community add-ons, now there's Node-RED. Ooh, good. Look, I didn't upgrade it. That means there's an upgrade pending, so I didn't do it. So that's good. But if you do this one, Node-RED this way, it already puts the Home Assistant nodes in there and a bunch of other nodes that Frank set up ahead of time. So that's a good way to do it. I uninstalled the other add-on and I switched over to this. So it's a good one. It's a good way to do it. But yeah, hopefully they'll get another patch out pretty quick and fix that. Upgrade Home Assistant to fix security issues. That's another announcement. Yes, yes, yes. If you have not updated to, what is it? 7.3.2 now. Let's see. Hopefully I don't reveal any of my secrets here as I'm doing this. Where does it show? Oh, it's not showing that because I don't have an upgrade ready, probably, right? Configuration, general. I don't remember where the version, because if it, it usually shows up here and says you have an add-on or an upgrade to do. Oh, there it is. Duh. There it is. 7.3.2. 7.732. Anyways, whatever. This one. Upgrade to this because there was some security issues and that I don't completely understand, but this is important, so you should do it. John, what's up, man? I have downloaded this Sweet Home 3D thing. So many things. Oh, Bobby, you don't actually have to download it. You can use it online, but it uses, I can't remember which one it is. It uses some plugin that I didn't have, and I've downloaded it a long time ago. Actually, I downloaded it before I knew it was free. I actually paid for it a few years ago on the Mac. So it was like $15, but it's free, and you can use it Mac, Windows, Linux, or just through a web browser. So if you just go to their website, check it out. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to see the video on the floor plans, man. Thanks, John. It's good. And it looks nice, and I think it's fairly easy to do. You should be able to draw your own floor plan. I mean, it depends how picky you want to be and things like that, but it shouldn't take too terribly long for you to draw up a decent looking floor plan. So Lucifer, my man, how's it going? Lucifer is going to teach me how to salvage the Sonoff firmware, so we can have sort of some Sonoff. If anybody wanted to go back, or hopefully you could put version 2 on a Sonoff that only has 1.8. But I don't know if that's gonna work, because I'm suspicious that the reason that we're having problems with Tasmota 6 version 6, it has something to do with what they've changed on these newer versions of the Sonoffs, like the ones that have the pins soldered. I bet there's some other little changes they made in there somehow, and things I don't understand or know about too much. But I think that's probably why. That's probably part of why it's not working. So if we, yeah. Oh wait, I'm trying to catch up now. I'm way behind. Spartan's Fork. Yeah, there's a non-programming guy. I have no idea. How to remove automations group in the front page and add it to the next page or an iPanel. Okay, so let me show you that the newer way to do it is getting a lot easier. If you go to configuration and customize, I think this will work. Pick your entity, and you can actually do groups. So you should be able to do, like, see, is the automations going to be a group? I don't know. I'm hoping. It doesn't look like it's showing up as groups. But if you can hide a whole group like that. If not, you can do things. You can like grab an automation like this, and then you can click this little box here that says hide from UI, and then it will go away. The other thing to do when you set up the automation, if you type it into your configuration.yaml file, is you can put, oh wait, that's going to be an automation, not configuration anymore. In your automations file, you just put hidden true, and then it will hide it. If I can find my automations. So hide entity true, like that. If you put hide entity true, then it won't give you the little box or the little line with the switch. There might be another way to hide the whole group. I'm sure there is. There's several ways to do everything. But this certainly configuration, customization, and pick the thing you want. You can look through here and see if there's groups. Oh, see, there is groups. Blink cameras. Yeah, but it doesn't look like I can hide a whole group. Yeah. At least not that group. Maybe there's a different group you can hide. So you may have to do it one at a time. Or the easy thing to do what I've been doing lately is just putting that line in the configuration that just says, hide entity. This just says hide entity true with your automation, then it will go away. Poof. And you rarely need to turn them on or off. If you do, it's usually part of some other automation or something, so you don't really need a switch. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Can anyone help me as I try to do the OTA firmware change on a Mac? It goes through all the steps, everything doing the final stage, no matter what I've tried. 5 different Sonoff basics. They have all not worked. Okay, Coaz, probably the problem, most likely, the problem is the firmware on the stock firmware version on your Sonoff basics. So what you should do is go ahead and set up one of the Sonoff basics, or all of them, it doesn't matter, through the normal channel, through the eWeLink app. Okay, get it all set up, and then when you select the device in the eWeLink app, up in the corner there's like a little gearbox. You pick that, and then there's a settings, device settings, and in there it will tell you what version of the firmware it is. If it has version 1.6 or version 1.8, as far as I know, to this point, you cannot use the OTA to update it or to flash it. I hope somebody tells me I'm wrong, but that's been my experience. I haven't been. The problem is version 1.5 you could do it on, and version 2 you can do it on. But for those two in the middle, version 1.6 and version 1.8, the OTA flashing doesn't work. Now, if you do set it up through the eWeLink app and you look at your firmware version and it's 1.5 or 2, then you should be able to do it. And then if you're getting stuck at final stage, it might be a firewall issue. So just find every way you can to shut off any firewall that you have at all on that computer or your network or whatever. And that might help. So, but my guess would most likely be that that it's the default firmware that you have, the stock firmware, that's causing you the problems. Sonoff basics have been rough to try and OTA flash. And unfortunately, you can't upgrade from 1.8 to 2. Like, that's nuts. That's nuts. Let's see. 4 buttons press the AP mode doesn't work. Yeah. So what Tony is talking about with Tasmota version 6, I haven't tried it, but what I've been hearing a lot of is that it's having a lot of problems with AP mode and being able to connect. And so I've just been telling folks that ask me to just keep going with 5.14, use version 5.14. And if the few people that have come back to me have said, yeah, that it worked with 5.13 or 5.14, they'll get it sorted out, I'm sure. Theo and the gang, they'll get it sorted out. All right. Do I use a Fire tablet for my floor plan? I do. How to bypass the lock screen, Eddie. So I use a couple of apps. If I think on my floor plan video I might have mentioned it, but maybe I didn't go into much detail. I use 2 different apps. One of them is a full screen browser, and that might actually be the name of it, full screen browser. And then the other app I use is called Keep Alive or Stay Alive or something. And essentially what that app does is, as long as your tablet is powered, it will never go to sleep. And so I just have mine, the way I have it hooked up, it was kind of nice. We had a location where I could, I've got a receptacle behind it in the wall, so I can power it and not have a cord hanging out there. So if you can find a way to do something like that, where you can sort of hide the cord, but as long as you have it plugged in and then you use the Keep Alive app, we can look for it on the Android store maybe. Or what's it called? Google Play. We'll play Keep Alive. Stay Alive. Yep, that's the one right there. Looks like the flash symbol. So that's what I use to avoid it giving me a lock screen and having to open it back up. So there you go. Okay, where are we at? Yeah, Tony, I know that a lot of people want the OTA flashing, and that's kind of the one of the big sellers for Tasmota was it's, the over-the-air flashing. Like, you don't even have to open your Sonoff up. You can just do it over the air. But gosh, man, the serial, using the USB serial adapter, so easy, so fast. and reliable, and it doesn't matter what firmware's on there. And so the only over-the-air flashing that I do is what you've seen me do on the videos, really, and what I had to do to get the videos working. I just do it with a serial adapter, but not everybody wants to do that. You don't have to solder. I know that's a thing a lot of people try and avoid, but you don't have to. I need to get out I got Mark's little clip. Remember last time I had 3D printed Mark's little clip? I got some of those pogo pins in from Amazon and put it together, and it looks pretty good. It works pretty good. All right, let's see. If we Tasmatize a D1 Mini, can we use 2 different GPIOs for different outlets? I think I understand what you're saying, and then the answer is yes. So you can do, if you flash a D1 Mini or a Node MCU board, you'll have 11 available GPIO pins. You can hook up 4 switches, just because that's what you're limited to with the Tasmota firmware. You can go switch 1 through switch 4. You may be able to do some other things with buttons. They also have an option for buttons in Tasmota, so those might do something for you. And then you can hook up relay modules as well. And switch 1 will control relay 1. So you set one GPIO pin as switch 1, and then you'll connect a relay to a different GPIO pin, and you call that GPIO pin relay 1 in Tasmota, and it works. I had four relays running, and 4 relays and 4 switches, but the switches, it was a little funky, and I don't know exactly what was wrong, but I was using those capacitive touch switches, and they required power, and so I think I might have caused myself some troubles. But anyways, yes, you can use multiple switches and relays if that's what you mean. All right. I think he used a PWM for one of the GPIOs. If you're asking about the dimmer, I'm only how did you add the dimming option on Tasmota? Yes, and Ryan is correct. So what I did was I just used. Oh, is it still connected? It's not. It's not connected. But what I did was I connected it to GPIO 5, I think, and then I just set it as PWM1. So if you go, maybe I can pull up a Sonoff and kind of show you. This is probably going to reveal a bunch of my stuff that I don't know if things are sensitive or not. I don't know, whatever. I'll probably get hacked a million times. All right, let's find us a Sonoff we can work with here. We'll do this one, 73. Okay, so this is just one of my Maker Faire wall Sonoffs that just happens to be on, and I don't care if I mess it up a little bit. So if you go to configuration, configure module, you can pick one of these GPIO pins, and then you select this PWM, and PWM is pulse width modulation. And for a great explanation, of this, check out Rob's video from the hookup from today. He does a really nice job of explaining it, and it's going to save me having to explain it when I do a dimmer video in the near future. So thank you again, Rob. So essentially, you're going to need that pin, and then you're going to need a transistor. Transistor MOSFET, I guess they're reasonably interchangeable names. I don't know if there's some differences sometimes. The one I used was probably not intended for this purpose, and so it worked okay, but not perfectly. Rob has some in his video description that would work better. But essentially what you do is the transistor has three prongs on it. And so what you do is you take one end that's going, you take one end of the 12 volts that would go to your LEDs, and then the other one will go to your LEDs. And then that middle pin you connect to this PWM GPIO pin. And essentially what happens is that GPIO pin will send little waves, and it'll change the waves based on what you set for your dimmer. And then that will vary how much voltage, or how much current, I guess it is, right? It goes out the other end and to your LEDs, and that's how it dims your LEDs. But again, Rob's got a great explanation. Let's see. Hey, Ishmet made it. First time. Yes. Let's see, what do we got? Somebody said MCOS, but is there only one MQTT topic per device? There's only one middle topic per device. So it'll say command / SONOFF or whatever you call it. And then it'll be / power and then a number. And so power 1 is relay 1. Power 2 is relay 2. Power 3 is relay 3. And then the payload on those is on or off. So the middle part of the MQTT topic is the same for the whole device. But the third part, the last part of the topic, changes based on which of those relays or switches, it corresponds to one of the relays or switch. Does that make sense? So I guess they are individual topics, but just not that middle part where we set the topic in Tasmota. That part doesn't change. It's the last part that changes. If all your lights go disco in the middle of the night is good theory, you have been hacked. Yeah, I'll know who to find. Will it be you, Tony? if you start making text-to-speech messages over my Alexas in the middle of the night. All right, pretty sure you can change the topic for each relay. You can change the middle part, Ryan, but I do believe that it is only one. That middle topic has to be the same for the whole device. I thought so too initially. I thought that's what switch topic would do. And what switch topic does is it lets you change that middle part and separate it from the default, which is the device name. Because if you don't use switch topic, then it just defaults to the device name. And if you do use switch topic, then you can set it to whatever you want. And then you can have, the reason for that would be to disconnect the response from the relay with a response from some of the other buttons potentially. That's what I did in the garage door opener with the SONOFF SB. I changed it to switch topic 2.2. I didn't need to do that. It could have been switch topic 2 and then anything. But yeah. Oh, Ishmet, thanks, man. You guys are awesome. Andrew just joined. Are we taking questions? We're taking whatever. We're shooting the breeze. We're taking topics. The guys in the chat are helping out. So if I miss your topic or miss your question, or if I don't know, there's smart guys here that are helping out. We fill in each other's gaps in our lack of knowledge, because I certainly have my lack of knowledge gaps, no doubt. All right. Anyone having issues with JSON errors when Tasmota sends hasio config info? Ooh. What exact problems are you having there, Randy? Oh, I should check Discord. I got like a million messages. Yeah, what exact problem are you having there, Randy? Let's see. We got here. Trying to get your attention on the chat. Has been scrolling past it. Oh, sorry. Oh, have I Tasmatized the Fan 2 model? Been an issue flashing the FTDI adapter, by the way. Oh, GitHub DrZzs was taken. The name Sniper Cane. Okay, so I'll answer the easy question first, Tim. The Sniper Cane on GitHub. What Sniper Cane used to be my Xbox, like my Halo 1 Xbox gamer tag, because I was anesthesiologist. We use a lot of lidocaine and so Sniper Cane sounded cool, and so that's what I used. That was my old Xbox gamer tag. I don't even know when I registered for GitHub and used that name. I don't even remember when it happened. It was years ago. And and then now I've got stuff there, and so I don't change it. So that's the one place I'm sort of incognito. I don't have the DrZzs tag. Now, your other question about the fan module. I have a fan module, and I have not flashed it. I was expecting as soon as I got it, I would get to it and flash it, but I haven't. And part of it was I was watching the chat on Tasmota, on the GitHub page for Tasmota, and I noticed that they were still working some things out. I know they've got it worked out, and they've got a module type that you can select for it. And I do recall what you're saying, like that there was something up with it not having enough power. The FTDI adapter didn't have enough power, so you had to kind of power it as well. But I honestly haven't read it in a week or two, and so I don't know where exactly they're at. but it is high on my priority list. The other reason that I had stopped, I was ready to do it, and then there was some issues with, what kind of wiring does your fan have, and if it's US versus some other places, there may be some differences. And some people were having trouble where they would, it's supposed to control the speed, right? It's supposed to control the speed of the fan, give you 3 options for speed of the fan. But depending on some resistor locations in your fan or something, that you may end up, instead of with fast, medium, and slow, you may end up with slow, slower, and really freaking slow. And so I haven't done the fan flashing, the fan 2 module yet, because it sounds like it's going to take some time, and I haven't had much. So I'm sorry I can't help you much, but have you been? You must have been on the GitHub page. If you follow the GitHub chat for the issue for the fan, there's probably answers to most of the questions that you have, or you can add something to it. And then the other thing is Discord, man. Discord here. Guys like Theo. I don't ever see Theo or Renz in Discord, but a lot of the guys in Discord have already messed with the fan module, and they're pretty happy. Or I think they're happy. I think they've got it working. And then I'm going to check out these BN. What is this thing you got here? Oh, flush mount ceiling LED. Oh, very cool. Is that what's in the middle there? That's the power supply and such. Is there a sensor in there too? Because that would be sweet. Is that like a motion sensor in it? Oh, retired. So where are you getting them from? If they've stopped making them, where you say you were grabbing some while you can. Oh, I see you guys are chatting about it in the chat. I'm sorry. I'm behind. I'm missing everything. Share your maps link. Okay. You guys want to see? Yeah, let's do that. Who was it that helped me get that fixed? Was it you, Jeff? I think it was Jeff. Hammercam. Yeah, it must have been Jeff. This must be you, right, Jeff? Hammercam in Discord. That must be you. All right. So what we did for some fun was set up a Google map that you can drop a pin on for your location. And so it would be really cool to have a map of the world. We have so many people from so many places that are all interested in Home Assistant and all these fun automation things and electronics and good stuff. So I thought it'd be fun to have a map where everybody could drop their things. I got it from the idea from Tyson, because he was saying, "Where's everybody from? Let's get to know each other." I said, "Oh, that's a great idea." So let me get the link to the map, and I will drop it in the chat, because that'll be fun. Google Map. And then I'll catch up on the chat again here in a second. Once I got to stay focused, right? If I don't stay focused, you guys know what happens. All right. Where'd it go? I don't know where my link went. Does it show just the things that I posted? I don't see it. Don't see it. Go my maps, right? My maps, yeah, that's it. There it is. All right. Oh, wow, we got a bunch already. That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to do share here, and I'm going to grab this link, and then I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Here it comes. Pow. All right, and thank you. Jeff just sent it to me. I beat you by 2 seconds. But it looks like we already have, how many people on that? We already got, oh my gosh. Without even counting them, just kind of generally looking, we probably have 50 different people on there already. It's pretty cool. So far, mostly US, but we got a little bit of Europe there. We got some Australia Even in Africa. Wow. Who's that? Johan. That's cool. Here, I'll show you guys. Bring it over here. If you guys don't mind, hopefully, I mean, I don't know why you would. You're putting your stickers here. But anyways, look, there it is. Here's the map. So you just grab one of these and you drop it, you know, in the general vicinity where you live. Pretty cool. Stream lag, yeah. It is. I haven't got on top of that yet. There's a way, I think, I don't know if it's in OBS or if it's in YouTube, but there should be a way I can reduce the lag a little bit. But yeah, I'm about 20 seconds behind you guys. So cool. And I bet we start seeing some more of these pop up here in the next few minutes. So good times, good times. All right. What else are we on to? Let's see. This is exactly why I think you need a Discord to keep your community engaged and help one another out. Facebook is slow. Facebook is slow. We can start a Discord. We can totally do it. In fact, what I can do, you know what, I looked at the Discord today or the other day, and I noticed I'm over here in the Jedi category. Whoa, sweet! I didn't know I was a Jedi. I didn't even take the trials. But I wonder if maybe, I don't know if I don't want to be like too, I don't want to seem, you know, full of myself or something just to make a DrZzs Discord chat. But, you know, a lot of people in the DIY over here, a lot of guys here in the DIY are talking about the same kinds of stuff. I've been spending a lot of time here in Lovelace. So there's different topics over here, and it's pretty useful to be able to get to some of those. But if the demand is there, and if you guys want to, you know, have a, you know, sort of a server that I run, I will gladly set that up. I'll gladly set that up. All right. Still bastarding hardware together to get working 2-wire smart switch. Just waiting on the switch and my change to be pulled into Home Assistant. So, man, Ryan, you got to tell me about how you're planning on doing that. So you're talking about taking just the switch legs that would come down from the power source and the light to the switch and go back, and you're talking about putting your whole smart device there. So do you have a battery in it, or are you just going to run like a tiny neutral to ground, or you've got some other way, right? You got some other internal fancy electronics way to be able to have a voltage for the ESP chip to use? Because that sounds like a pretty cool deal. I know a lot of people would make a lot of use of that. There's plenty of people were asking me before. All right, John, let's do it. Can John, you want to set us up a Discord chat? Have it, do it, or do I need to do it, or you do it, and then we can be admins or however, something like that. Please do a video for the S26 Sonoff socket tasmatized. All right, man. I will work on it. It's on my list of things to ask IT to send me. They said they would send me free stuff. I haven't asked them for anything. So I will ask them for that. It's on my list. There's the 26, the 31, and the 20, I want to say. Maybe it's 21. There's a few. So I'll put it on my list. I have the sampler too. You know, it's the thing you screw into your light socket, and then you can screw a light bulb into that, just a regular light bulb. I've got one of those to flash, ready to go, because somebody asked me for it, but I hadn't done it yet. All right, John, you're the man. You're the Discord man. Hook us up. It goes from negative to positive 50 times a second. Oh, I got you. So you're going low voltage DC somehow. Or sorry, low voltage AC. I got you. Okay. I'm the king of free stuff. No one responds to my request. They will. They will, Rob. They will. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've been telling people no when they want to send me stuff, because sometimes they'll send me something and then they'll be like, hey, where's my video? 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 And I was like, slow, wait. You know, I'm like, I want to make sure I'm doing good stuff. This channel is the reason you got into Home Assistant. Just started last week. Alejandro, welcome to home automation. Welcome to the Home Assistant. It's a good time. I got to say, I am enjoying the heck out of this. I've been doing it a little over a year. Well, maybe a lot over a year. Not quite a year and a half, probably, since I first got started trying to figure out how to make those Christmas lights. holiday lights, all holiday lights. And I started out by following Ben, bruh. He was the one that I ended up settling on his, but I had tried other guys' ideas too, like BitLooney. You guys ever watch BitLooney? He's a funny guy. So yeah, that's how I got into it. When Ben said, "Oh, you use this Home Assistant thing," I said, "Home Assistant thing? What's that?" And then here we are. Crazy. Is there a reason why your ESP8266 triggers your garage door randomly? I think there's just a lot of noise on that 2.4 gigahertz frequency, and so yeah, you can get that from your triggering your garage door. How does your garage door work, Ishmet? Is it from? Are you using like a smart thing, like a Sonoff or something, or is it just your regular push button door opens up kind of thing? I guess it doesn't matter, but it's unfortunately it can. I guess a lot of things can interfere, unfortunately, with on that wavelength. So my Discord username is DrZzs, brother. Let me see if there's a space. I don't think there's a space. Who am I? Yep, just DrZzs. Oh, you need my number, right? You need the little number that goes after it. Here, I'm going to get like 1 million friend requests too, which is cool. I accept them all. Here, this is my Discord name. Pew. So everybody on Discord has this little tag. If you guys don't use Discord, you should. It's a great way to get some help. Your RFID video you put out, you are aware the scan are retained using the MQTT method. I'm not sure, Ryan. Let me think about your question again and see if I understand. You put out, are you aware the scans are retained using the MQTT method? I'm not sure. I need a little more explanation. Sorry, Ryan. I'm not quite sure. They're retained where? The scans are retained using the MQTT method. I don't know. You have to explain some more. Sorry. Ben's in North Carolina. Please find Ben and see if he's okay. Yeah, that'd be great, man. We need Ben. Ben was such a cool guy. He was so just mellow and nice. I remember reading a comment in one of his videos where somebody said, "Dang, does anybody not like you?" Like, he was so nice and so cool. Retain flag maybe on those for the MQTT and the RFID could be. Topics are being disconnected from MQTT. I mean, the topics are being retained. It's hard coded in. Oh no, really? Oh, is it in that ESP RFID? In the ESP RFID software, huh? Shoot. Oh, he just tweeted on July 10th? Oh, sweet. Yeah, Ben was kind of he was the only guy doing much Home Assistant, at least in that way. Like, I think one of the things with I think this field, this home automation, is it's very international, right? I mean, look at the map. It's very international. And unfortunately, that means that often there's a language barrier. So I've watched a lot of really good videos that are really good because of the projects that the guys are doing, but either they're not great with English, or they, they're afraid about trying their English or something, and so it makes it harder to follow. Even though the guys they're geniuses, they got great ideas and cool projects. We're so international, and unfortunately, we don't all speak the same language, and so it becomes a bit of a barrier. Stupid Twitter didn't show you his tweet. Oh, yeah. I got a message from Twitter today that said I have 63 messages I need to check. Yikes. Johnny Danger. I got it. 3 pending friend requests. You are all approved. Just like that. Hello. Yep. Andy, I'm on YouTube. All right. I hope Ben comes back, man. That'd be really cool. Between DrZzs and the hookup, we're covered. Yeah, I was thinking about it today. Who else? So Jay After Dark, he's not on here, right? He was talking to me about doing a video. He's done a, I don't even know if he wants me to tell you, and not because it's like some patent thing. It's just a safety thing. He did something really cool that he promised I wouldn't say it was his idea. So I won't tell you yet until he clears me from that or reveals it himself. But anyways, he did something really cool with adding some Wi-Fi and then to a device that we all have, and hopefully he's thinking about doing a video about it. All right, let's see. Did I ever check out the video of the Intel Neural Compute Sync or Compute Stick? That was last time, huh? No, Stuart, I'm sorry. I forgot. And now I probably buried the link somewhere. So you can send it to me again. Home Assistant Reconnect to MQT got the retained topic and unlocked my door. Oh, no. Before you knocked the cable was successfully. Oh, bummer. Okay. Rob, you're reading what Ryan is saying. How can we fix that? Do you have some ideas? Yeah, because that's no bueno, right? If the last thing you did was unlock the door and then you unplug your Home Assistant or it disconnects, and you get an open door that you didn't mean. Okay, great. James said I can tell you. So James did a James altered a smoke detector. And I was going to talk to you about this because I still haven't plugged it in. But James altered a smoke detector. Just the regular good old smoke detectors we all have, and added a Wi-Fi chip to it and ability to get it in integrated in Home Assistant and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. Are you gonna do the video on that, James? I'll work with you on it. I'll help you. What's a good quality USB to serial flasher board? I can show you the one I use. So FTDI, I guess, is a specific company, and I don't know if that means that they've got their own, sort of proprietary translator. I don't know how these things work. I'm just a doctor. But I'm happy to share with you the one I have, and it's been stalwart for me. I've flashed 50 things or more with it. So let me find it here. There's a lot of different things you can do. I mean, other people have used Arduino Unos or a bunch of different ways to do it, but I'll show you what I have. And this is exactly the one that I have, but I think if I didn't really look that closely at it when I bought it. I think if I were to buy it again, I would get one that has instead of the mini USB, it has a micro USB, and that's only because we all now have tons of micro USB cables all over the house. But finding the mini USB cables, which are the ones that are a bit older, 5 or 10 years ago, and they're bigger, and they're just harder to find. We just don't have as many around the house, and I'd hate to have to buy one of those. Fortunately, I have some still, but I hate to have to buy one of those. And then the big trick is, yeah, like Tim's saying, make sure that you set the jumper so that it's on the 3 volts. You don't want it. It can do 3 or 5. Make sure you keep it on the 3 for these chips. I guess in some other situations, maybe there's a reason to do the 5 volts, but anyone on AliExpress for $1 FTDI also works. I bet you Tim is right. I don't have any doubt. I think it doesn't seem like a complicated bit of machinery, so a lot of them will probably work, but that's the one I have. Love to see a video on that smoke detector home alarm fire system. James, does it do, you told me about it, and I am so sorry that I forget. Does it test the battery too? Does it give you a battery readout too? Tell us about it. Yeah. So you guys read what Rob says there. He altered a smoke detector, but didn't with a microphone and a Node MCU, but didn't want to mess with the actual detector. I was thinking about it. It would be good to have it. So, and this is probably what you did, James. If I was thinking about it as I was driving home today, I was thinking, dang, I still haven't plugged that thing in to try it out. But the most annoying thing, right? The worst thing about smoke detectors is when one of them starts beeping because the battery's low and you have no flippin' idea which one it is or where or how to find out, right? So if you had just something that would kind of, go in there with the battery and just tell you, identify itself on Home Assistant and give you the battery voltage readouts so you could know which stinking one to change. Who is James? Oh, Jay After Dark. Jay After Dark is his name. He's here. He just piped in a minute ago. Seen it attached to the LED of the smoke detector. Oh, that's cool, Mark. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. M9 or M7. Oh, Discord friend requests. Just sent me. Yes, I got some more here. All right, I got lots of friends. You guys are all awesome. Let's see, can I do all at once? Whoa, pending. Set a new record for my first Discord friend. No. Yeah, Travis, I did catch the icon. I wondered if that was you. Travis, because I did notice the same icons. Awesome. Oh, and then there's Johnny Danger. Okay, guys, we now have a DrZzs Discord server. All right. So, Johnny, can you, how do I send the link to everyone who might want to use it? I know it's on here somewhere, right? Invite people. Do I have to invite them individually? Nope. I can just do this. Okay, I think this will work. All right, you tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that there is now the DrZzs Discord server. That was fast. And then, all right, I'm going to, I'm getting more. Can you guys hear my Discord thing blinging like crazy over here? Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I probably won't sit here and approve everyone just this minute because there's a million blings right now on this. So it's pretty awesome. All right. What else are we talking about? What am I missing? Doesn't test the battery to do a sleep until it's alerted there's a fire. Oh, okay. Simon's doing the holiday lights using a Node MCU via 12-volt USB cable from the power supply. Well, I still need to add an extra ground from the PSU to the Node MCU board. And see, I'm like 5 minutes behind. Rob already took care of you, but yes, you will. If you don't have if they don't share the ground with where the data signal's coming from, it won't work. And yeah, and Rob's probably right too. So the Node MCU, I was under the impression that you could run them on 12 volts without worrying at all. If you read, I mean, I guess there's a lot of different makers of it, and maybe not all of them it's okay to run with 12 volts. So you're probably better off not. But you can do a buck converter and drop your 12 volts that you're running to your lights down to something a little bit lower and then use it to power the Node MCU or D1 Mini. I was all excited about using it, and I have used 12 volts on my Node MCU. I just got lucky, I guess, and either mine is okay with it or it just hadn't died yet. What am I approving on? Discord, Tyson. Discord. Here's the permanent one. Oh, okay. You can use that link, but let me get you a public link for other people, the public link. Oh, cool. Okay. Here's another link. This is the better one apparently for the Discord. This one will drop you in a welcome room, it says. Johnny's our Discord master. Tyson's our Facebook master. I don't know what I am. Just a bald dude with a camera. Everyone convinced you to go with Discord, I see. Well, yeah, there was a lot of people asking, right? I don't remember what the result of the Facebook thing was, but more ways to communicate's better. That's all good. Because, you never know who you're going to find in one spot or another, I guess. Carbon monoxide sensor. Oh, gotcha. Blue smoke will come pretty quickly with the wrong voltage. Yeah, I bet, Tony. The magic smoke. I thought it was one of the funniest things when I first, not that long ago, I was reading some post somewhere and they were talking about the magic smoke escaping from some electronic device. I thought that was pretty funny. Video master. I'll take that. I'll take that title. You guys hear my kids outside screaming? They're screaming and yelling and going crazy. I don't know what they're doing. Having a good time is what they're doing. They're enjoying summer. Like we all should be, right? Okay, let's see. Basically dropped others into the welcome room first for your welcome message. You can use that link across all your social. Okay, cool. John, I will use it. We'll put that. I'll put it on the website. We'll put it on Facebook, everywhere else. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. And Tyson, I always appreciate you. Tyson does a great job too, helping out. I was going to talk to you about it and say you're going. Go where your audience is at, yeah. That's why. So, have you guys seen? Most of you guys probably heard of Twitch, right? I've done some Twitch stuff, so I have Twitch, and I've done it before, and I thought, well, I wanna. Sometimes I want to just sit down and work, just do the things I was going to do, do my tinkering and figuring something out and getting something set up. But I don't want to, I don't know, should I just stream that on YouTube? Because I could. It might be 2 or 3 hours. It wouldn't be probably quite so interactive, or I wouldn't get very much done. So I was thinking about doing it on Twitch, but I don't know if I need to split to whole nother platform. Maybe it's okay if I do it on YouTube. What do you guys think? You guys want to just, I might not be able to get this involved into a chat. I'd probably get distracted, which as you can see, I do pretty easily. But yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm just sitting here at the desk. I might as well crank up the camera and, ask some people or have some people ask questions or at least kind of show what I'm doing. Anyways, what do you think? Stream it here. Yeah, I hear you, Tyson. I think you're right. Oh, thanks, Tyson. Putting it on the site right now. That's awesome. Stuart says YouTube is listening and DrZzs mentioned Twitch and now he's demonetized. Pow, shut him down. Oh man. Cool. All right. I will. Stay on YouTube. Oh, buffers are awful too. All right. Stick with YouTube. Okay. It's overwhelming. Good. Well, I'm glad I asked because that helps me a ton to settle it, because I was really kind of torn. I didn't know what to, I didn't know if it would be a bad thing to have several hours of, potentially mundane YouTube. I guess I don't have to leave them all up. Like this would be a good one. We answered a lot of questions. I've got actually my boy Jackson, who's my oldest. I've got him. If you go back through some of the live streams, I know he did the one from a few days ago or whenever it was we did it last. And he's, indexing, right? So he'll go through and watch it and then, oh, Dad talked about this topic, sewn off this or whatever. And so he'll put the link in the description to that point in the video. So that's super helpful. So for something like this where oh, hi Zoe. For something like this and where we're answering questions and getting and help is being given and got to be able to go back to it and reference will be really helpful. But sometimes I might just turn it on and you might just hear, I might just play some music and put my soldering glasses on and be going to work. So if you guys don't mind, seeing that, I think it'd be fun. It could potentially be useful. So, all right then, deal. Oh, look and John says he's on Twitch and he'd stay here. Okay, then it's unanimous. Thanks, guys. Let's see. There was a few other things I was thinking about. I needed to tell you. The Alexa thing, if you guys missed the beginning, the Alexa setup that I just talked about is changed. And now you don't need the add-on anymore. So it's easier and it's better. but it's different than the video I just put out 2 days ago. It happens. The other one is the Lovelace. I want to do more Lovelace, but the picture entity is going to change. The way they do picture entity is going to change. And that's kind of like the most important one. So I want to do it, but I might not do it right away. The other one I was going to talk about was that TazModa version 6 seems to be having some AP mode issues. What else was there? I should have written it down. Okay, Tyson, we'll chat for sure. It's a trap. You have to say it like that. Like Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. You guys like that? It's a trap. They do it good? I love you, baby. All right. What else was I working on? Oh, Sweet Home 3D. I told you I was working on Sweet Home 3D. Oh, I remembered. I got the RF bridge running with TazModa, and it's working. It's working great. I think we have a lot of good options. OpenMQTT was working. It's working well. I know Jay After Dark's using it. I wanted to test out TazModa when several people helped me. It gave me the value template bits that I needed, and it's working. It's working beautifully. And then somebody else was asking me about ESPerna, and so I want to try and do those. And I'm gonna hold off on the video for the. I may hold off. It may take too long, and I may get tired of waiting. But I got Banggood to send me some door sensors that actually have 3 topics or 3 messages they'll send. They send the open message and the closed message and a tamper message. So they've got like a little pressure button on, and once you stick them to the wall, if somebody peels them off the wall, it sends you a message. It's almost like a default alarm. Like if somebody breaks the alarm, it goes off. It's kind of like that. So that's cool. And they're sending me an RF. So 433 megahertz, that'll work with the RF bridge, water leak detector. If any of you ever had a flood in your house, you would know that sucks. We've had floods. We right now are having a problem with a bathtub leaking and draining through the ceiling into the kitchen, which is fantastic. So I'm excited about that leak detector. So I kind of want to include those into the video about TazModa and maybe ESPerna if I can get it working. But if I have to wait too long, then I'll just do it. That's the ones. Yeah. So, so Jay After Dark uses ones that do that also, right? That have an open and closed. And I asked them to send me those specific ones, but they were out of stock. And so I looked and I found different ones. And so now we have a couple options. We know we've got those Kurii or something they're called, right? Kurie or EI. That James uses, and then now we're gonna have this other brand that's hopefully it'll work like it says, and it'll be good. 6 foot at the kid's house. Oh, you guys see my lights? You can see my face flashing, right? So that's an automation that is set at dark when sunset. It turns on the holiday lights in the backyard on the Christmas tree, or the tree that's in the backyard. We have a big pine tree, and on the front of the house and in my office, just to tell everybody, hey, it's dark, it's bedtime, time to bring it in. But now I'll turn those off so they stop flashing on my face. Holiday lights. We'll turn those lights off. And those lights off, and those lights off. Okay. Tim has same with the rain sensor ES01, very simple MQTT leak detector. Yeah, share something with me, Tim. You may have. What's the sensor part of it? Because we can get it. It's a switch as far as the ESP board is concerned. But what type of sensor do you use? Do you need the RF bridge for the PIR sensor if you put TazModa on it? If you put TazModa on the PIR, Mark, you have a different PIR if that's the case. The RF bridge is if you're using a 433 megahertz PIR, I think. And I guess those must have some kind of firmware on them. But it's not TazModa. Unless I'm completely wrong, which would not be the first time. John's got a flood and lost the whole basement. We have lost our basement twice in 7 years. We've been in this house 7 years, and twice we've had a flood in the basement. And that's just the basement. That's just like, oh, we're gonna have to replace carpet and stuff. That's not counting like little things where, the back of the washer gets disconnected and the washing machine leaks water down into the garage, or we got an ice dam on the roof and it's leaking water into the bedroom, or we've had tubs, drains break, and shower tiles, and just, man, how many hundreds of years have we had indoor plumbing? I guess maybe we took a break there, right, from the Romans until recently, but still, we should be better at indoor plumbing than we are. And we should never have leaks. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no basements in Florida, right? Yeah. I remember, so growing up in Vegas, we didn't have basements either. And everybody had their water softeners. And every once in a while, your water softener would break. And the worst thing that would happen is you'd get a bunch of water in your garage, right? So maybe your golf clubs would get wet or something. But here, man, with the basement, it might be a day or two before you even realize that you got sewage in your basement. Oh man, Travis, that's awful. 32 inches of rain in 30 hours. Goodness. Where are you again? John's in Texas. They don't do basements. Minnesota 2 years ago. Yeah, Minnesota has basements, I would guess, right? Gary, what's up? $1. Search for rain sensors Arduino. Okay, I'll check it out for sure. Gas, water, heat break leaked in the basement. Oh, bummer. Let's see. Did Mark pipe back in? Did I answer that right, Mark? Or do you have something else? Because I had a PIR. I did that PIR sensor. You can do a PIR sensor right on the Sonoff or on a D1 Mini or something as well. But for the nice thing about the RF, I keep calling it RF and I got corrected on the video. So it's, what was it called again? Technically it has a different name, but it's the 433 megahertz frequency. Those devices use a lot less energy. And so you can put just regular batteries in them and stick them somewhere on the wall where you don't have to plug them in, and they'll last a long time. So that's the benefit of using those kinds of RF sensors, PIR sensors and door sensors and whatever else, right? Rain sensors, or, a few other different kinds. Get a bunch of leaves or bugs in your basement. You're in Japan, right, Bobby, did you say? Oh, cool. Tim posted links in Discord. Thank you. Yeah, everybody has a basement in Minnesota. Yeah. In Vegas, we never had basements until I moved to Michigan. And then we did. And then Virginia, we had basements. And here we have basements. So I like our basement, though. Basement used to be my favorite place to be. Now I like my little office. My office is on the second floor. I got a nice view of the mountains out there. It's gorgeous. Love it. Love it. How we doing? All right. Garage is your basement. Oh, I understand now. I understand. Okay. We have a guy across the street who's got he's got a garage, and then he's got another garage below his garage, so he can drive down a driveway and then back behind his house. It's not a very big lot, right? That sounds like maybe that's a huge lot. It's like a quarter of an acre. It's not a big lot. But that poor dude, he's got like the most high powered snow blower you'll ever get at a residential use, and because he's got to blow snow like 20 feet in the air to get it off that driveway that's way down there, because it all just blows down from the street and from his other driveway. So that poor guy, I feel bad every time I see him out there having to do that. All right. I'm starting to get tired. How we doing, guys? Got some more questions? What, did we leave anything unanswered? Did I start talking about anything and then get sidetracked? Should we go back and fill in any blanks? I'm going to start getting kids to bed here before too long. So I will spend some time working on that Sweet Home 3D over the next couple of days. Try and get some of it done tomorrow. And if not, I would really love to get it done by Friday, and I might be able to, but we'll see. RFID code issue in the Discord regarding the retained topic. Simple edit for now until 0.7.7. Sonoff PIR sensor. Is that not the one that I used in the video? Oh, wow. Ha. Hold on, I want to show you guys this. Well, what just happened? Where'd everything go? All right, I want to show. I lost the chat somewhere too. Okay. Here, I want to show you this. We got a lot more pins, it looks like now, don't we? I don't know, maybe not. Oh. I think we got a lot more pins. Yeah, we definitely got a lot more pins. Sweet. It's a good time. This poor guy. Johan. Johan's in South Africa. I got a brother in Zimbabwe right now, Johan. He's right there next to you somewhere, right? Zimbabwe's right there, I think. Yeah, it's a 433 megahertz PIR sensor. Then yeah, you're gonna need the bridge, Mark. The bridge is what you need. Yep, because you gotta that frequency isn't gonna be, it's not gonna interact with your Pi or your network router or anything like that. So that's what the bridge does. Is it takes the devices on that frequency, that 433, and communicates them on to the Wi-Fi 2.4 or whatever. I always having issues where HAS.io doesn't load. Front end always says error connection refused. What? So you're using HAS.io? Using HAS.io, Hector. What are you using? Are you using the like what URL? Are you using DuckDNS? Are you using your local IP address? Are you trying just HAS.io.local? It must be something in that. Something in the way that you're connecting. Connection refused. I wonder. I don't think that's what it says if you have the password wrong. It would do something else. Any ideas for Hector, guys? Definitely something to take to the general Home Assistant Discord chat if we don't give you a good answer here. Sonoff PIR sends open only. Yes, Tony, it does. Sonoff PIR and the Sonoff door and window sensors only send on. They just send one message that just says, I was activated, and then you have to sort out what to do with that. They may, yeah, I was gonna say they may do something internally with their eWeLink app, but they do the same thing, I'm guessing, that we do when we set an automation to just turn it back off again so it can be reactivated. Have I upgraded to HAS OS yet? No, but I'm going to, and that's going to be another video too. It should be pretty quick. It should be pretty easy, and everybody should do it. I think new people now, that's just the standard. I think like the HAS.io image that they have is really HAS OS. And I know Chris might still be here. I know he's done it. Probably a lot of you have. Have you others done it, upgraded to HAS OS or changed over to HAS OS? What part of Reynosa was I in? Charlie, I was in, oh gosh, how can I tell you? I could see the border from our house. I could see the river. Well, it wasn't really much of a river usually. Gosh, what was the name of the barrio? We were in, oh shoot. Anyways, if you know Reynosa, then you know the Guamasos. Guamasos was that, this wrestling place. What was it called? Shoot, it's been too many years. It's been like 18, 20 years. But, oh gosh, I spent 6 months in Reynosa and I can't think of the name of the place. We were south of the big, north, sorry. There's a big canal, and there's the hospital and there's a big canal. We were north of that. Between there and the border is where we lived. You were born in Reynosa? No kidding. Were you born at that hospital then? At the big Seguro hospital there? We were not too far from there, a couple miles maybe. Kevin says he did the HAS OS. Good. Updated HAS OS. Good. It's working fine. Great. I'll just do it. And now, it'll probably be a 3 second, I don't even know. See, there's little things like that. Like, is it worth a video? Maybe that's just something like when I go to upgrade to HAS OS, I'll just turn on YouTube and say, hey guys, I'm going to do HAS OS. This is how it goes, you know? That way I don't have to spend a bunch of hours making a video. Between HAS OS and HAS IO, Eddie, so the basics of it are the base operating system that it works on. And these are things that, not being a super Linux guy, I don't know a ton about, but it's Resin OS versus something else, and I don't know which. But the rest of it is this. The rest of it, as far as like the interaction that we have as users with it, for now won't be any different. But apparently, it gives the developers a lot more ability to expand into different devices and different ways of interacting. That's what I understand. So instead of being, like we used to do, for a while, it was Haspian, which was Raspbian plus plus Home Assistant, right? Raspbian Linux distribution plus Home Assistant was Haspian. And then they went to HAS.io, which was Resin, I believe. You guys will correct me because I'm probably wrong. Plus Home Assistant. And now this is a different operating system plus Home Assistant. And again, it's for the developers, the guys that are putting together add-ons and making all the inner parts work right. It's a better tool for them to make more things possible. That's what I understand. And yes, it still uses Docker. HAS OS still uses Docker. Yep. Oh yeah, built-in Bluetooth support. Awesome. Yeah, HAS OS replaces the Resin OS. There you go. More control and integration with HAS later on. Yep, that's what they're saying. Sweet. Let's see. Somebody was asking me a question and I didn't finish. Reading to disable Samba add-on. I'm using local IP address. However, every time this happens, I have format the SD card and start over. Oh gosh. Disable Samba add-on. Let's see, Hector. So, gosh, I wish I could sort out what's going on there. Can you guys read Hector's comment there and maybe point him towards something? Let's see. So, were you trying to disable the Samba add-on and that's when you ran into problems? Or do you think it's because of the Samba add-on? Are you using Samba is one of the included ones, right? Or the official add-on. So it should be pretty stable. Shouldn't cause too much trouble. But was it because you were trying to disable it or uninstall it that you started running into troubles? Because man, having to reformat the SD card and start over every time, that stinks. That shouldn't happen. Let's see, where was I? Oh my goodness. Okay, Stupak, nice. Neural compute stick. What in the world? That's amazing. Okay, I'm excited to watch that now. I'm sorry I didn't before. Has anyone used the CEC add-on? All my TVs have CEC, but it finds nothing. Oh, I haven't tried it, Mark. Has anybody tried it? That's where you can turn them on, right? Is that what that is, Mark? Where you can turn on your TVs through the HDMI? So you know guamasos, Charlie? Oh, I was eating some. So we have, if you saw on Instagram, I posted a little picture because we were having dinner at these food trucks at the high school. Brought in a bunch of food trucks every Monday in the summer for fundraiser for sports and stuff. And so we went down there and we were sitting on the lawn and eating, and I was eating some tacos out of this food truck, and they had this salsa, and it reminded me of the guamasos. Those are so good. That was a great place. And I lived in Nuevo Laredo too, which you might know, close by. Colonia Rodriguez. Colonia Ribereña. Was it Ribereña? That sound familiar? Ribereña. I think that was where it was, part of it. I could get a map. That'd be fun. Volume and stuff through the HDMI, huh? Yeah, that would be super cool. I'll be honest, I don't turn on the TV very much. When I'm home, I sit here at the computer pretty much all the time. Oh, I have a real comfy couch and a nice projector screen downstairs, but I just hardly ever use it. I used to watch football games in the fall. That's about it. I did watch one World Cup game. But that's it. All right. Found you need to have the Pi turned off when you plug into the TV for some reason. It's already booted. It finds nothing. Oh, but if you plug it when the power on, it starts to work. Oh, interesting. Well, there you go, Mark. There's something to try from Ryan. You're going to test it with Chromecast. Does Chromecast do the CEC? Does that work? Because that would be cool. I do have Chromecast. I haven't tried it. You know what I was really impressed with? Roku. You guys use Roku? Who uses Roku? You know, with Roku, through Home Assistant, you can select like the channels. I don't know if you can get it. I don't know if you can start it playing, but you can select the channels. Here, check this out. I know I revealed my DuckDNS again. I don't, whatever. So if you go to, like, I've got some Roku players here. The gym is a Roku player. So if you go here, you can go here and you can look at all this. You can select what channel it plays on. That's awesome. I didn't know that. I tried the text to speech. It doesn't work. And look, it actually turned it on. So now I have to like stop it if I want to stop it. Not cool. So like as an alarm, you could turn it on. Now, if that could turn on the TV with it, which is what the CEC thing, right? So Bobby, I want to know if that works. If that CEC to turn on the TV, I guess this is Roku. It's not the same, but it might work. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's not something I've messed with. Roku's and Chromecasts on your setup, Tyson. Do you use CEC to control them? Because that's cool. 3 TLC Roku TVs. I love Roku. I've tried Apple TV. I've tried Amazon Fire TV, whatever they call it. Chromecast. And Roku seems to just be the most solid for me. It's fast and it should turn on the TV already. Oh, I should go down there and look. I'll have to go down there and look later because now it's probably on. Roku has CEC. Oh, man. Thank you, Scott. I love making them. I love making them. And it's great to have so many friends, like such a cool community to hang out with and stuff. Flags in the HDMI ignore CEC equals 1. Yeah, let me know. That'd be cool. If I configured the TV to use CEC. Oh, okay. So I'll have to check it out. Use a Roku to turn on the TV and AVR. Just hit home and it flips everything on inputs. You know what I need? We tried this, me and Jay After Dark, when we were tinkering with the Open Media Gateway, or Open MQTT Gateway, sorry. We were trying to do the, apparently you can do the IR, right? Infrared, receiver and transmitter. And if you can do it, if you can do it with the RF bridge, you can do it with anything, Node MCU or D1 Mini or something. And we, in our little setup downstairs where we do have, TV, where if we're going to get together and watch a movie together, or when I'm going to watch football, it's a projector that's got an IR remote that's old, right? It's nothing smart. The stereo receiver has an IR remote, but is also not smart. The cable box IR remote, the cable box might be something more than that, but I don't think it is. And so then of course there's all these different remotes, 3 or 4 remotes you got to turn on before you turn on the TV. It would be really nice to be able to have something where I could, do something in Home Assistant and turn one thing on and it would just blast the right IR messages to all the right devices down there. That would be cool. Someday. The Logitech Harmony Hub works like that. Yeah. Oh, and you use it with Home Assistant. Okay. Now, are they still... What happened to that? There was something in the news about the Harmony thing, the Logitech thing. Did they stop making them or something, or stop supporting them or something? We're going to brick them all? I remember reading about that a while back. Bobby's using the IR bridge to turn on the TV. Yeah, CEC better. Maybe CEC would be better. I wonder how that would work. I cannot imagine that my projector would work with CEC. It's not that old, but it's probably too old. Second for the Harmony Hub. Okay. Broadlink. So Flavio, is Broadlink, does Broadlink do IR? Is that built-in IR? Broadlink RM Pro. Turns on and off the volume. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, when I watch TV, it's Netflix. It's Netflix in the gym downstairs, or I don't. I'm up here a lot doing this stuff. Simon still works. Yeah, I think what I recall reading was that they were gonna stop making them or stop supporting them, and so they were gonna just brick them all, and people just lost their minds. I could be. Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. You're right. That was a different product. I think. Is that what you mean, Rob? I'm sorry. So I'm spreading vicious rumors, vicious lies about the about the Harmony Hub. The projector is less than 3 to 5 years old. It should work. It might. I have to check it out. It's what's the brand? Optima HD something. The RM Pro. I've had a lot of people ask me about the Broadlink RM Pro. I'll have to see if somebody knows it. Oh, Charlie, you're very familiar with Ribereña? That's so cool, man. Not a lot of people. You don't meet a lot of people that know Reynosa. Reynosa la polvosa. Dusty. Is that what it means? That's what they told me it means. Yours is 4 years old and it uses CEC. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I can find out. Let's do a little search. I think I can find out. Because, man, that would be awesome. Because, you know, a lot of us have kids, and I'm surprised we have kept the remote controls as long as we have. This is the one I have. Whoa. Too big. Yeah, that's the one I have. You guys see it on there? Am I missing it? It did not cost that much. Wow. I should sell it. They'll pay me that much for it. I gotta admit my eyes are getting a little blurry right now. I can't really see much of what it's saying. I'm just scanning quickly for CEC and I don't see it. $2015. So that wasn't that long ago. Maybe it's still okay. All right. Where are we at? Anyone using Sonoff Tasmatized DS18B20? Is that a sensor, Sean? I'm not familiar with it. Oh, there you go. Mark says he has it for a fish tank temp sensor running Tasmota. Mark and his fish tanks. That's awesome. Paul Hibbert, his channel has a lot of Broadlink Pro stuff. Yeah, I couldn't believe I wasn't subscribed to him. I know I've watched some of his videos, and then I was watching one a couple days ago, and I wasn't subscribed. I was like, how is that possible? Another bald home automation guy. How could I not be subscribed to him? CC power on command. Is that my manual, Travis? Did you already read the manual on this one? Or are you talking about something else? You know, I have it hooked up. Well, it goes through the stereo receiver, so that's another step to figure out. Has anyone messed with NVR IP PoE cameras? Not me, Hector. Oh, but Travis, I guess, or Tyson. Tyson has. What's on your short list? Yeah, I haven't. My cameras have all been Blink. I have an Arlo, but you know, last time the power went out, it disconnected, and I haven't reconnected it. And then I have a Foscam that I really like, and then I just got, on Prime Day bought another Foscam, pan, tilt, zoom, and 2 outdoor Blink cameras. But I do have a Pi Zero with the new Pi 2 camera with infrared and HD and all that. that's running pretty well. I like that one. I don't have it. I've been working on that's the Nerf gun project. So I haven't set it up with the Home Assistant yet. Oh, sweet. Well, that's there. So then there you go. Thank you, Travis. So my projector should work with CEC. Golly, all this time it's been right there in front of my face. Didn't even know it. Mark's got a sweet fish tank set up. 5 Amcrest and Foscam, all PoE. 2 PoE cameras, yeah. You know, my Foscam might be PoE, but it's close enough to a plug. I've just plugged it into the wall. I haven't even messed with it, but I have really, really enjoyed the Foscam. In fact, we can see what Mrs. Z's is doing. Should we spy on Mrs. Z's? She always loves it. The other day when I was doing this and she was in the kitchen or whatever, I turned on the camera down there. She got after me a bit. This is the Foscam. So right now there's nobody there. I mean, it's pointing at the living room. And I actually set some. Have you guys done this? Let's see. How did I end up doing that? I had it running and then I haven't really played with it anymore, but there's a way you can you can do the pan tilt zoom through controls with Home Assistant. I think they're HTML commands or HTTP commands, I guess is a better way is the correct way. And so I set up some presets and then I just forgot how to activate them. But I did set them up and I can activate them. I think they might be on the development one. So I click a button and the camera will move to certain positions, Oh, the girls are, I thought the girls were down there dancing. No, they must have just strolled by. No, and that might be because all my automations are hidden here. Anyways, it's possible. I did it a while back. Oh, Foscam. That's Mrs. Z's. Hi, honey. Or is that Zoe? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? No. Where'd it go? I'm lost. All right. Oh, there she is. There's Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Thank you, honey. All right. Well, guys, let's see. Let's do about 5 or 10 more minutes, and then I'm gotta let my eyes rest a little. Let's see how the Discord channel is doing. It's going crazy, I'm sure. Man, it is really just blinging off the hook. There we go. Oh, yeah. Look at everybody. How's it going? Oh, there's some smoke detector stuff. And man, look at you guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. We are cruising on Discord. There it is. If you haven't joined up the Discord, scroll back a bit in the chat. The link should be there. Actually, I think I might still have the link. Yep, we'll post it again. If anybody's coming late, Amcrest is better. I think Amcrest, they have some relationship with Foscam. Like Amcrest bought Foscam, and now Foscam isn't making new ones or something. Ryan already muted the server. Yeah, it's going good. Blink, 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 blink. Awesome. Oh, thanks, Travis. Sweet. I'll have to get that working before football season for sure. All right, what have I missed back there in the chat? The stream great through SIO. I have Hikvision. However, the image cuts off. They said something low powered MP4. My Foscam does. You know, I mean, there's Mrs. Z's. The Foscam streams, you can see that, you know, it's updates. I don't know if it's every second or maybe every couple seconds or once every other second or something like that. I mean, it's pretty good. This is just the Foscam. I think this model of Foscam is about $80 or $90, I think. It's the R4 2K. I don't remember. They're on Chinese-made firmware. That's why I use the Unify. Discord's on the website. Thank you, Tyson. Wired or Wi-Fi? That camera, that Foscam is wired. It is wired. It will work wireless, but I wired it since it was close. Charlie, me and you are Reynosa brothers. You betcha. Oh, okay, there you go. So Amcrest bought Foscam and upgraded Foscam camera with Amcrest name. Okay, thank you, Lucifer. I knew I'd read something like that, and so that's good to know. So you know you're still gonna be able to get the same quality stuff. I liked Foscam. I mean that only one I have, but it's just been really solid. It works really well. Haven't had any problems. Yes, Tyson, we're still gonna chat before I head off. So, all right, if you like, we can write something up on how you control the tank. That would be really cool, Mark. Share it. Facebook face detection. Sweet. Did you post it, Lucifer, in Facebook? In the Facebook group? Are you in the Facebook group with us? Link my how-to on how to link super out of the descriptions. Cool. Yeah, do, Bobby. Post stuff. We got several ways. Whatever is the most accessible to you. We got Facebook. We've got Discord. The YouTube right on the channel. That's probably not the best place, but how do you get to the red at username? What do you mean, Mark? Is that in oh, that must be because he's a boss. The doctor and the doctor's staff. Yeah, that's probably why. It's because Johnny's the boss. Okay, Stuart, thank you for bringing that up, and Rob. So, yeah, so Ubiquity is financially partnering with Home Assistant, and then Stuart, which is potentially really good, and you know, anytime that any big company gets a big stake in something that's open, you know, open source like Home Assistant, you know, you always worry, now are they going to turn it into for profit? Are they going to, you know, just take away the freedom and the contributions, the community parts of it, you know, make it all pay gate and things like that. So it sounds like from what Stuart's saying, they're paying Palace, or I wish I could say his name right, but the main Home Assistant developer guy, to work on it full time, which is great. Hopefully, I mean, maybe that's part of why we've been able to get the cloud, you know, the Home Assistant cloud for free for so long. They said there was going to be pay. I think they started it like in January, February, and we were supposed to have to start paying for it in March. And as far as I know, we still haven't had to start paying for it. And they you know, they added the Google part to the Home Assistant cloud too. So you know, I assumed that was all because they were getting some extra contributions from somewhere. But man, if they pay him to keep working on it, that's fantastic. And without, you know, meddling with any of the funny stuff, like as soon as Microsoft buys GitHub and then like everybody wants to leave GitHub, you know, that kind of thing. We don't want something like that to happen with Facebook. Facebook's too awesome. Or Facebook. Home Assistant. Facebook's fine. Home Assistant's awesome. Waiting for Home Assistant to integrate into my Ubiquity Amplify HD mesh system. Man, Mark, you've got a high-end system. I don't. Someday. Zmoto isn't that great. Missed the movement. Missed the movement. Should see. Oh, really? So you're talking about your cameras, Neil? Camera's not picking up the motion that you want it to? Thank you, Tyson, for helping Mike there. Sean's got a deal going on. Okay. Fellas, it has been another fantastic evening. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for all the good comments and the good chat. Thanks for helping each other out. Johnny, thanks for the Discord. Tyson, as always, thanks. Rob, Travis, all you guys, just appreciate you. Good friends, and it's good times together, doing fun stuff. So I appreciate being part of it. I am going to sign off. Anything else before I go? And now you guys continue the conversation just because I log off. If you guys keep going on Discord or Facebook, or I don't know how long the chat stays open on YouTube, but obviously you guys can keep up the discussions and keep it going. If there's anything else along the way I can help you with, let me know. And all right, thanks for watching. Adios. Especially you, Charlie, in Reynosa. Have a good night, fellas.